create. Paella Alicantina. What a delicious mix of protein for this delicious paella. And I'm going to show you how to prepare. Very easy. So I have some pork here. This happens to be tenderloin. If you happen to find them already cut in cubes, even better. But cut it in cubes, you know. Also have some chicken, no bones, debone already, fat out. And that's happen to be chicken thighs, you can use any. But I like the thigh better. Cut them the same way. Well, first I had this pan. You can use a paella pan, doesn't matter. Make sure it has some deepness. I got some extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil. Medium high heat. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the red pepper, which I cut it in 4 large chunks. And I'm going to saute this baby. So a minute on each side. Let me put them aside. What you're going to do now is go with the shrimp. And this shrimp is raw, by the way. It just happened to be orange. If it was the typical gray color shrimp, when you cook it, it's going to turn orange. This is already orange. It's a wild shrimp that's orange. So you're going to cook them there for about a minute, okay? And then you're going to put them aside. About a minute later, let's get them out here. Now comes the fun part. So let's put a little bit more oil. Going to put some salt. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add the other protein. Pork and chicken. And you want to make sure they're cooked, okay? Let me break them out. Make sure they're cooked. About 2 minutes later, let me put them to the side. And I'm going to add lima beans, green beans, and I'm going to saute this baby. I'm going to add an artichoke, which are cut in quarters. And I'm going to do this for maybe a minute or two. About a minute later, let's mix things up nicely. I have here some paprika or pimentón dulce. It's about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more, a couple teaspoons. Let's mix this stuff, put it some color. Add my garlic for a few seconds because you don't want it burned. You don't want the taste to become too sour. Few seconds of mixing. What I'm going to do now, I grated a tomato. It's going to be my tomato sauce. Start mixing things up. Make sure some vegetables are on the right, to the left. The pork and the chicken and mix. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Let me add a little bit more salt. Just a pinch more, why not? Look at this beauty. I have 2 cups, 2.5 cups. Could be water. Some people like fish or seafood stock. I'm going with vegetable stock. 2.5 cups. Let me put this here high. Make sure that it's high. Let me add some saffron, a few strings, a handful. Give it that color. And let it, I'm going to leave it like that for about a minute. About a minute or so later, now comes the fun part again. My bomba rice, I have 1 cup. And I'm going to distribute this basically, starting from the outside. I'm moving it to the middle. And then let me organize things a little bit. Some meat here, some meat there. This is a high heat. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give it a quick taste. Pretty good. Pretty good. If you need a little bit more salt, now is the time. And I'm going to let it go like this for about 7-8 minutes, okay? About 8 minutes later, water is starting to evaporate. Actually, the stock. Let me reduce the heat to medium. What I'm going to do, let me put the stuff here, the peppers. And I'm going to add the shrimp. I'm going to let it go for about 5 minutes on cover. But have some aluminum paper or cover ready because you're going to cover it after that, okay? So 5 minutes on cover, medium heat. Now I'm going to reduce the heat, about medium low, and I'm going to cover this baby. Okay, so the steam stay there. And I'm going to leave it like that for about 3, maybe 4 minutes. About 3 or 4 minutes later, let's see what we have. Look at this baby. Look at this baby.